Hey, CC here with your travel tips and tricks. What I want to talk about today is how to beat jet lag traveling east to west. The thing to remember if you're flying east to west is that the time zones there are earlier than what you're used to here. So the number one thing you want to do is when you're booking your flight, keep that in mind and try to book a flight that's going to be later in the afternoon. That'll get you there later and closer to your bedtime, so you won't have to struggle to try to stay awake to get your sleep cycle right. So if you're booking a flight, if you're booking east to west, try to book later in the evening or later in the afternoon. Now the second thing you can do is to shift your time before your flight. In other words, try to get yourself adjusted a little bit a few days before you actually leave. If you're going to the west, you want to maybe eat a little later, get your body used to eating an hour or so later, or go to bed a little later, work out a little later. Just adjust your time a little later, because when you get out there, then that's the time your body will be used to it, and you can really help yourself save some that jet lag that you'll experience. The next thing you can do is adjust your watch once you get there. Make sure you keep your watch set for the time zone you're in, because when you look at it, your subconscious is going to think and believe that's what time it is, and it's going to feel accordingly. So it'll definitely pay you to keep the time straight in your mind, set your watch when you get there. Now another thing you need to do is drink lots of water, especially when you're on the flight. You can get dehydrated very easily. That causes cramping and it's the total discomfort and headachy, almost like a hangover feeling. So drink plenty of water. Don't worry about your seatmate. He'll get up for you when you're on the plane. Just keep drinking. You'll feel better for it. Next thing you want to do is to try to eat lighter meals. Don't want to be bloated. It makes it harder to fall asleep. Try to eat light things like protein-based or plant-based things, while you're on the flight or right before. You can eat good after you get there, but don't get yourself all groggy and bloated before you get there. Next thing to do is, especially if you're traveling later and it's time to sleep, you can sleep on the plane. That can help you so you're not staying awake and then losing on sleep. So if it's time to go to sleep where you're going to, try to sleep on the plane. Now the exact opposite is true if it's not time to sleep there. You don't want to go to sleep on the plane. You want to stay awake because you want your body adjusted to the time you're going to. Another thing you can do is try to walk around the flight. This will also help not get crampy, help your general mood. Those muscles and joints all cramped up, so you can't rest when you get there. So try to walk around as much as you can on the plane during the flight, maybe at the layovers if you're laying over at the airport. Now another thing you can do too is once you get to your destination, if you think it's time to go to sleep but it's still daylight and you need to stay awake, get out and get some sunshine. Sunshine can really invigorate you, helps your body clock to keep going and not shut down. Thinks it's time to stay awake when it's in the sun, so go out and get some sunshine if it's available. But then the next thing to do is if you're there and it's sundown, get some rest. You want to rest at sundown. You don't want to stay awake, especially that first night. You want to try to get your body used to sleeping when it's time to sleep. So rest at sundown. And finally, if you're having trouble when you get there and you can't rest, try taking something like a warm bath. That can really help relax you and get you going and get you ready for bed so you can rest and get up and start the cycle of where you are. So that can probably help you out there in resting. So if you follow these tips here, it'll probably help you beat that jet lag from east to west. Now there are many other things that can help you, many other travel tips and tricks. If you check my blog, link below here, a button, crazytravelguy.com. Many other facts and tips to help you in your travels, save money, beat jet lag, packing. So check us out, guys, and happy travels.